Question. Are you all just here for the Aroids? Or can I show you all some cool cactus and succulents too? What's going on, everybody? It's Dave and I'm back like I left something. In this video, I want to talk about collecting rare and uncommon Aroids versus rare and uncommon cactus. So listen, cactus and succulents, they're having their time to shine right now because we're like well into summertime. And I know in California, there's all kind of events and sales taking place when it comes to cactus. So my summer goal is to get like a nice little collection of cool cactus and succulents, but I just don't want any old cactus and succulents. I want, the ones that kind of speak to me because I'm going to be very selective in what type of cactus and succulents I get. I love the bizarre and unique type of cactus. So in that case, I want y'all come along with me and we're going to shop for, different cactus and succulents, and then we'll come back and we have some things to discuss.
Okay, so we are here at Desert Creations. This store appears to be an older farmhouse that they've turned into a gift shop and cactus nursery. But it's pretty cool. I see these mineral stones that somehow give me some inspiration and some color ideas. And check this out. They have an assortment of rocks. Yeah, I know I like that because I grow some of my Aroids over rocks. Check the previous videos for that. All right, so bring on the plants. This is a cool little patio area where I'm seeing some Cactus plants, some cool succulents, and a little bit of cactus. And then right outside of those doors is like the main area where they have all types of cactus. Check out this variegated euphorbia. Looks real nice, but it's a little expensive. So I really like this Astrophytum right here. So guys, when you buy cactus already staged in the pot with the rocks, it's a lot more expensive. So I see some more Cactus plants. And check out this bizarre succulent right here. I've actually seen this before in a nature documentary. I don't know the name of it, but it's very rare. Then we have this turtle shell looking Cactus plant. Okay, so I do know that these cactus right here are called Ariocarpus. A lot of collectors all over the world love these. I'm not too big on them just yet. This right here, I think is Stephania erecta. Shout out to my homie Eric, he just got his first one. So moving on to the outdoor area, they just have like a wide variety of succulents and cactus. These right here are Haworthia, and I think they're starting at $6 and then going up to $25. Pretty cool. They have like these little windows that allow light through to photosynthesize deep down in the plant. It's a really bizarre but cool succulent. So these right here are known as the baseball cactus. Even though they are not cactus, it's actually a euphorbia. It's called Euphorbia obesa. And I seen these online, and this is the first time that I'm seeing them in person. So like I said, I'm new to this. If you're a cactus collector, I'm new to all of this, but I'm learning a lot in a quick time. This euphorbia right here, I had my eyes on, but I end up not getting it because I found out that it doesn't get tall enough as I want it. Now these huge specimen size cactus are called Astrophytum. That's the name of the genus, and they have a few different species. But this two-headed one is giving me some ideas for something that I'm going to try later on today. This one is just giving me all the vibes. I actually don't mind that it looks weathered on the bottom. Then it has all of those white specks on it. I wonder how many years did it take to grow to this size, you know? I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling these. So this is pretty cool, but let's move on to the desert rose section. So look, they have all of these different types of crested forms of cactus. Check this one out right here. This one was really speaking to me. And y'all seen this one before. This is the monkey tail cactus. And it is going for $100. I mean, it has some hang time on it, but that's too expensive if you ask me. Now, this whole section was just speaking to me. Check out these Astrophytum. So there is something about these right here in particular that just spoke to me. Look at this one. So I liked all of them. I wanted to purchase them. I thought that they were the perfect size. They had this artistic look to them with, you know, the symmetry and those white spots all over them. So this one right here, I've actually seen online before I came to the store. It's a Japanese hybrid. If you don't know, in Korea, Japan, a lot of parts of Asia, they do hybrid and breed a lot of these rare cactus. So these are variegated Pharaoh cactus. Well, let's go ahead and take it back to the house so I can show you all what I bought. And I have some other cool things that I'm excited to show you all.
So that was pretty cool. And I'm gonna show you what I purchased from that shop. But first, check this out. This company called Joefami sent me a few of their items from their planter series. And it was just right on time because last weekend I sold a lot of my Aroids. But then at the same time, I'm out collecting a lot more cactus and succulents. So I was able to utilize these items that they sent me, and I am excited because I'm actually impressed by every single item that they sent me. So first we have this 5-pack of self-watering pots. So you get a 5-pack of these 6-inch self-watering pots. I really like them because of the look. This resin right here is textured, and the reservoir that they have has like a concrete look. Has the string with the wick, and it has, a lot of holes for drainage. I was able to really utilize these because if you don't know, I am trying to get out of that pack rat nursery look in my plant room, and I am trying to, step it up with more of a display look. With these pots, I'm able to do that. The fact that you get a pack of 5 for a decent price, and this is a step up. It's stylish, but it's not formal like, a glossy ceramic type pot. And this is exactly right up my alley, So look, this reservoir right here clicks on and off. You can click it right on. It's 2 notches that you line up and then you click it into place. So obviously they have these holes at the bottom, and you feed this wicking string through those holes and it sits in the reservoir. And the good thing that I like about this resin on this reservoir is not cheap. It's not easily bendable. It's very firm. So, it is a step up. So I did transition my Philodendron Plowmonii to the 6-inch Joefami self-watering pot. And check this out, it's still growing over rocks. So y'all know that this plant, the pot that this plant was in previously was just too big. I think this was the proper size for the stage that this plant is in right now. And I'm still able to, grow it over a rock. So another feature I want to show y'all on these is it does come with a water spout, like this little spout to where you can easily pour the water into the reservoir. And then, you can go ahead and take that off. And this is actually a sturdy piece of plastic. I pay attention to little stuff like that to where like, nah, this ain't easily, you can't break this easy, but it clips right on there. Sometimes I'll leave it on there. Sometimes I'll take it off. But man, this whole setup I'm happy about because I'm going to be traveling pretty soon. So all of the plants that I put in these self-watering pots, they will be able to sustain themselves when it comes to watering for up to 3 weeks. I already know. You plant these pots up, you water it initially. For me, I let it sit for a day and then I fill up the water reservoir. And that should be able to keep the plant going for weeks, depending on your environment. So these are pretty dope and I can honestly recommend them. And if you buy these, guess what? If you enter in my code David10Pro, you get a 10% store-wide discount, and I might just get a gratuity. So look, this is the cactus that I ended up purchasing from Desert Creations. Look at that. This is a small size Astrophytum Orionatum. It's supposed to be the fastest growing out of the Astrophytum species, but check that out. And the little white dots on it, those are actually hair. It's like little small specks, patches of hair actually, that are white colored. So they're not like, spots or dust or anything. It's actual pubescence, And check this out. I have it staged up in another Joefami pot. Now these pots right here come in a set of 2. So the smaller one that I have this cactus planted up in is 5 inches, and the larger one is 6.5 inches. And they have like a nice, smooth, matte black finish with like the textured basalt, bottom layer to it. And it really goes with my decor in my house. It's just right up my alley. That's why I chose it. And I highly recommend these too. So when it comes to this cactus, I had to stage it up nice. So I used fire glass, not fire like flame, but fire as in, this looks fire. So I use this fire glass because when you get a cactus like this and you pot it up, it's gonna stay in that pot for 2 or 3 years. That's just how it is with cactus. You don't have to keep repotting them often. So this needed to look like something if it's gonna stay in this Joefami pot for 2 years. So what I did was I'm gonna have this one sitting on a very sunny window in my kitchen, and it's just gonna be sitting pretty, looking like this. So I'm happy I got this cactus. I'm happy I got the pot just right on time to match with a classy looking cactus like this. So this is the other cactus that I purchased from Desert Creations. It is a variegated Pharaoh cactus. So if you take a look at the bottom, it looks pretty weathered. And that is the reason why the shop owner gave me a really good discount on this plant. So you know I collect Aroids. You know we love our variegated plants. So that's what kind of drew me to this cactus right here. And it actually reminded me of the Philodendron Florida Beauty as far as the coloration and, you know, the variegation. Y'all know this is a juvenile Philodendron Florida Beauty. Y'all know it puts out different colored greens with yellow, cream color, white. And check this cactus out. It has the same thing going on. And it has a large amount of variegation. And another thing that is similar with the Florida Beauty and this cactus is, check out those spines. I guess they call them spines. I call them spikes. Look how red they get in contrast to all that variegation. Same thing happens with the Florida Beauty. The stem turns red in highlight in contrast to all of this variegation. So both of these are pretty dope. And I'm happy just to, you know, have this one. This one is going outside, set it out there, and I don't have to worry about it. I made this little cheap concrete pot, and I bought this gray clay pebbles, and I felt like, you know, that'll go ahead and show off this cactus in the proper way. That's the best I can do for this one right now. The upside to having cool cactus alongside of cool Aroids is, you know, with the cactus, it's not gonna intrude on my care for a lot of these Aroids. The fact that I can just, you know, go ahead and put this one outside and it can stand, you know, the cold weather where I live, it can stand the hot weather where I live. I don't have to water it much. You know, it'll be outside. I'll go ahead and, you know, hit it with the water hose maybe, you know, once or twice a month. And that's all I got to do with this one. I just leave it out there and let it be. And, it, you know, it does not impose on me caring for a lot of these nice, you know, rare Aroids. So look, these two plants here are actually succulents. This one is a variegated Euphorbia melliformis, and that is a Euphorbia corn on the cob plant. It's variegated also. So the regular green version, you can actually see that it looks like corn on the cob. So I thought that that was cool. I found this for about $3 at Home Depot. This one I ordered from Etsy. The pot I made with some concrete in the back. And you know, this is a nice small size that I can just set on my bathroom window. And I also utilize fire glass as the top dressing. So I think these are pretty cool. I do not know why this Syngonium 3 Kings just showed up. Like I'm doing a side-by-side comparison of the two. Nah, I'm just playing. I think I just grabbed this one because, you know, it's green and white, has nice little variegation. So I'm just kind of trying to show y'all how some of these cactus can have that same cool variegation. A lot of the things that we like about Aroids, you know, they show up in these succulents too. But the only difference is, in my opinion, you know, succulents are easier. You can get them small like this and stick them somewhere. You don't have to worry much. But yeah, man, I really like this Syngonium 3 Kings. I did a lot of propagations from this plant and I was able to sell quite a few of them. And this thing just keeps putting out nice variegation. And another cool little setup I did with these succulents, this right here is called a Titanopsis, and these are called lithops, also known as living stones. So these are like bizarre succulents. Like, man, look at this. Yeah, so I potted these together because, you know, in their natural habitat, they have the same function. These plants right here, from my understanding, they grow on the ground and they kind of blend in with the rocks. So they make these texture on their leaves so that they can like blend in with the rocks and, you know, animals won't eat them. Like that texture right there is crazy. And then I'm pretty sure that they're, you know, cultivated further for all kind of different crazy colors. But I put this rock in comparison. You see all of this texture on the rock and, you know, these pebbles. That's why a lot of these plants, you know, their whole survival technique is to blend in with the rocks. And I know this plant actually changes color. I've seen it turn to blue, to purple, you know, just depending on the sun stressing and the light. So those are pretty cool. So check this out. This right here looks so dope. So this plant right here is a rainbow cactus. I think the scientific name is Echinocerius rainbow cactus. So I got this special friend. She's talking about, give me some plants, but I don't want no bugs in my house like yours. So I had this idea where, you know, I wanted to get her the rainbow cactus just because I liked it. And I was able to set this whole thing up because this right here is also a Joefami pot. Comes in a set of 2. And, you know, it has the matte finish. And then, you know, when they sent this to me, I had the whole idea like, oh, yeah, I can gift her this. She doesn't like bugs. She's like terrified of bugs. I get her these cactus. She doesn't have to water it so much. And I just like the whole sleek design of it because it does not outdress the plant. You know, when you see this, you focus on the plant and the pot complements it evenly, you know. And let's see. Yeah, just by that sound, the larger 6.5-inch pot, it doesn't have a lot of glaze on the inside. So, you know, these pots like this, they won't hold on to moisture so that the soil can dry out at a normal rate. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, you know, if you like pink, like I'm not big on pink, but for some reason, this just really looks dope with these baby blue leca as a top dressing and some rocks that I got from my backyard. And look at the pattern on that cactus. And these don't really poke you as much, you know. But hey, Spark, I hope you like this. I set this up. You don't have to water it much. Just don't be a killer and kill these because I really like these. I bought these 2 separate and I planted them up crisscross. And I got that whole, you know, double-headed cactus idea from Desert Creations. You know, remember we saw that one cactus with the, you know, the 2 heads on it. You know, if you do like pink, I think a good Aroid to compare this to is obviously the Pink Princess. Look at that. This Pink Princess is beautiful and it doesn't even have a lot of variegation. I actually used to want, I didn't want any pink on here because I like the leaves just with the red stem and the green. But, you know, just a little, just give your ass a shot of pink here and there. I think that's pretty cool. So I think, you know, this is a classy way to display pink in my opinion. And this just, man, gives me all the vibes. Nice little gift. So hey, I'll be sure to show you my full cactus collection along with, some succulents in a future video, and especially depending on if this whole topic draws, enough interest. So I just feel like collecting cactus and succulents alongside of Aroids, it's easy. It's a cool thing to do because, cactus, they're cheaper, easier care, and in most cases they take up a lot less space. So you can have them on a windowsill, you could have them outside, and you don't have to worry about them so much. So I'm gonna always be an Aroid guy because I'm more so fascinated by tropical regions and rainforests compared to desert landscapes. I like to see, the plants grow up trees and get big and change shape and color and whatnot. So I'm gonna be an Aroid guy, but I just really hope y'all like cactus too, because I need some more cactus friends. Oh, okay, so look, by the way, I met my first cactus friend. I went to a plant nursery where they sell a lot of cactus by the name of Mescala in Long Beach. So those of you from, my area, you probably heard of Mescala. So I met the owner of the nursery, and, we just stood there and chatted for almost an hour, and we just like hit it off. And he invited me to an event that he throws at the outdoor nursery where they have booths that's set up. And he's like, yo, you just gave me your YouTube. I checked out your YouTube. Like, you can set up a booth and sell some of your Aroids, And I'm like, oh, actually, that'll be dope. He was like, yeah, it's like a little big thing. We have the food, the music, and, all the booths set up. So I felt like that was a blessing that I was able to, connect through plants. And, he was just teaching me a lot about cactus and everything like that. So, man, I'm just happy right now, So check out Joefami on their Instagram page. And also be sure to input my code David10Pro to get 10% off store-wide. So that is all I have for you. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back shortly. Aroid District, I'm Dave. See y'all next time.